Ooh, a button. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Factorio, the game that you can industrialize planets that haven't yet had proper evolution. And the locals really don't take kindly to you being there. Hey, wait. What's that alarm I hear? Oh, what happened? So, at first after the crash, I tried to figure out what caused it, and I realized it may or may not have been me pressing that button earlier. So, yeah. Anyway, I started off by gathering the debris from the wrecked spaceship, and I just kind of looked at my surroundings. And then I started aggressively hacking at trees, because why not? Just likes the environment. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Up here, I cut down that tree, and then I placed my miner. Then in this part, I just gathered a ton of resources, and I got a water pump working, and I built a pipeline, which took me like 30 minutes to complete. It took just way too long. And eventually, I started getting resources. And right here, I just about finished. Not this part. I placed some pipes down, and I was like, wait, I don't have enough. And then I counted, and there was 8 more. And I went back to my furnace, and I realized, oh hey, wait a minute, I have enough resources, and I finally finished the stupid pipeline, which took me 30 minutes. So anyway, here's me just doing what I just said. Don't mind the questionable setup for the furnace. Don't even ask me. So that's me crafting out exactly 8 pipes, because that's how many I needed. I'm so good at math, right? I went down there, and I finally completed. And, yep, yippee. So, I finally had power, and I kind of made the thing so it's like self-sustaining. So there's just electric miner that mines coal back into the furnace or the boiler, whatever it is. So I just had infinite power until it ran. That'll never happen. So here I started working on a like big furnace setup. I was just doing math in my head. You don't even. I was doing like algebra 5700,000. I don't know. I just was kind of being dumb. So I crafted my first arm so I could get the thing going, because you can't just put a conveyor belt into furnaces, because that's not how this game works. Oh, excuse me. I then ran down and I grabbed some copper, because yeah, I need copper for the mechanical arms. It's just, I really didn't like the ground, so I mined that rock, and then I went back up. Oh, no. I went back up, I crafted the rest of the furnaces I needed, and then I put some copper into my furnace up there. and I started getting going like a little iron miner to prepare for the whole thing being ready to go. So I got the first two furnaces going before I actually like built the rest of the conveyors, you know. And with that, the super duper Minecraft auto smelter iron farm 1000 billion was done. So my next big project was getting a copper copper thingy. So I placed down the furnaces. I realized, hey, I don't like this setup, so I spaced it away so I could get some arms behind them. So I could like output resources and stuff, you know. I then started researching random stuff because I figured I need to do that. I then connected my drill to power, and I got a big conveyor belt going towards the copper smelter thing. I then ran coal from the iron farm. I ran coal from the iron thing to the copper thing. So then I finally finished the copper smelter. I then started getting stuff ready to start like being able to research stuff because that's like the main thing in this game. You gotta research to get out of there. So I then ran down there and I placed a new drill because I need more copper. Stuff in this game isn't cheap. For some reason, I deleted that So here, I was just like setting up my research setup, really. Kind of boring stuff, you know? And then I decided to add on some additional power to my generator. And I couldn't figure out how to get power connected to that middle part, so I finally did. And I added a conveyor belt and some arms so I could get all that power going. And then I actually completed my first bit of research. I meant to say, you know what I mean. So here I actually started getting so I started automatically crafting red research so I could, start researching things. And I decided that down below where I was gonna start building my like research facility place. So I started doing stuff and stuff. So you gotta do stuff. So then I placed down the arms so I could like, you know, get stuff going around. I placed down my conveyor belt and I had my automatic research thingy going for me. So I then decided to rework my iron drills and I added some more. And I made like a little loop system, so if I ever got an overflow of iron, it would loop back and it wouldn't go into the copper setup. And then I added more copper drills too, because I was kind of running short on stuff. I then added even more iron drills because there can never be too much iron. And kind of had some difficulties here as I only had to have the iron moving on one side of the conveyor belt, but instead it was moving on both. So I did that, only to realize it was on the complete wrong side. So that was pretty fun. I had to delete that conveyor, and I had to figure out a way to get it on the other side, so it didn't like destroy everything. So that's what I did there. I had to delete like all those conveyors. So then I finished the iron thing. Right as the time as all my other iron thingies stopped ironing, you know? Don't you just hate it when your iron thingies stop ironing? It's always the worst. Here I started getting some resources ready to get my green science actually like going, because you can't research everything with just red science, you need some green. So I got some long arms going, so I could collect iron from the furnaces. I almost said smelters. From the furnaces to an actual conveyor belt that I could eventually go over to the green science production maker thing. So here I started actually making like the auto crafter thingies that made the green science packs. I don't know what they're called, like logistic science packs or something. So then here I started looking at the different components to the green science pack, because like there's not just one component to it, and some components need other components to go into them that you need another auto crafter to go in. It's just way too complicated, honestly. So here, I started trying to figure out like copper over from the copper thingies all the way over to the um all the way over to the auto green science smelter. Sorry for that banging, by the way. I'm accidentally hitting the wire to my mic. Anyway, I decided to grab it on a conveyor belt, and I was gonna build an underground belt to go underneath the other copper. Man, commentary is hard. So anyway, here I built the underground belt, and I put up some power lines because things can't just run on air. So these started outputting copper to the belt, and I just got a ton of conveyors going. I need to like next episode I need to build a auto conveyor builder, even though I do here need like a personal one. So anyway, I get more power hooked up to the auto crafters, and I get some mechanical arms going into them. And then I realized I needed another auto crafter to make the like copper coils for the microchip thingy. So I don't know what I'm doing here. So I took the conveyor and I brought it all the way over. And I built more conveyors because, like I said, I had a shortage. So I tried to put the copper directly into the thing, but then I kind of realized I needed the auto copper thingy. Because, yeah. I replaced the conveyor belt with a power line because I'm kind of dumb, and later I... What? Who said that? So I realized I did the wrong thing for that, so I actually made it into the... I did a wrong thingy and I was kind of dumb. So this is just like me doing complicated thingies to get the green science going. So I got the auto arm thingy built. I had to chop down more trees because who likes the forest anyway? And what? Who said that? I got the gears going and I got the conveyor belt going. Finally had all the pieces I needed to actually build green science pack thingy. So here I finally finished building it, and I just had to kind of get the conveyor going over. This power line I put up, I stood back, and I admired the beautiful green glow that probably is radiation from those science packs. I loved it. I also tasted metal. Can somebody tell me if that's normal in the comments, please? Also grew a few more eyes, legs. That's besides the point. It was just really beautiful. So anyway, here I started researching more stuff, and I just kind of stood back and admired the green fluorescence stuff. And I realized, hey, I need more green science. So that's what I did. I put 2 more little auto filters down, and I basically doubled the output from my green science pack farm thingy. And then I started working on making more red science because there was kind of a shortage of that too. So then I got everything I needed for the red science packs all done. And here I just kind of sat in the research menu for a while. I think I was like talking to someone or something. So anyway, I got to doing some more research, and honestly, I researched way too much stuff and I never ended up using like half of it. So anyway, I was just like running around kind of confused here, and I wanted to start researching the next science pack, which was the gray or the military science pack. I can't remember things by name, so I just have to say the colors, honestly. The colors are the most important thing. So anyway, here, I started getting another setup going to make iron, I forget what it's called, it's like fortified iron or something, or I-beams, maybe? I don't know. I really don't know. So anyway, I just got like a ton of research done within that time period that I never ended up using. I don't know why concrete took so long to research, but it did, and it's just really weird. So here, I built the entire setup. So I had to off-put some stuff, and I just built more conveyors and more arms to finally build the I-beams or whatever they are. And then, just now I'm realizing this is way more of a bigger smelting, or, it's way more of a bigger setup than literally any of my other builds here, and it doesn't make any sense. Realizing that. Or any of my other, um, 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 uh, uh, my brain can't think. Leave me alone. So then I realized we had a fuel shortage in the mine area thing. So I had to build even more coal miners thingy. And then I did the same thing for my iron smelter. But I keep on saying smelter. Leave me alone. I just built up a ton more coal because coal's important, and I like coal. It doesn't really taste good, but I like it because it's coal. So here I started researching even more stuff because I wanted to get the Pew Pew science pack unlocked. Because yeah, Pew Pew. So anyway, I just kind of started stealing iron I-beams, whatever the heck they are. I still don't know what they are. I started stealing them. Because yeah, I kind of need them to build the faster builders. So here I just kind of kept on like saving up resources to build the better auto crafter thingies. And it took way too long, but eventually I did get to replacing them, and it slightly improved the time to get stuff. So I had replaced every single auto crafting thingy with those. And then I realized, green science was kind of like, we only had one automatic arm thingy going through, so I decided to start doubling the production of the arms, which meant I just had to do a whole mess of resource moving. I had to move around the chips, the gears, basically just everything, and it was just way too much. So here I accidentally connected the iron to the thing. I connected a lot of stuff accidentally to other stuff, which ended up not being good, and I had to like redo the conveyor belt like 10 times. It actually got me more conveyor belts. So here I finally got the actual thing going, which was really good. And then I decided to my pollution was getting close to that bug colony. I really didn't want them to start attacking my place because that wouldn't be nice. So here I just kind of like built underground pipes so I could actually like pass through stuff. And then I just did what I just said. And then once I had the proper Pew Pew's research, I would actually go up and I would fight those bugs. I don't like them darn protesting locals. Okay, that sounded wrong. Guys, don't clip me for that. Don't take that out of context, please. I beg, please. So then I started gathering more parts for the thingy because then I started running low on the microchips. Guys, it's like real life. It's a microchip shortage. So anyway, uh, I kind of got some pew-pews and I decided to go beef with that bug colony. I almost died like 10 times. But in the end, I ended up being British and I successfully got rid of the locals, as the British would. The heartbeat sounds so goofy here, I'm just realizing. So these spitters were really annoying, and I was like on the verge of dying because of them 10 times. They spit out acid, and if you stand in it, it does so much damage to you. So I finally got rid of the quote-unquote locals, which was nice because they like biting your machines. So anyway, here I just started like redoing my power line system because yeah. And then I started setting up radars because I kind of wanted to see if any more locals were in the area, because the locals aren't very kind to you, and I really needed to know. So I started running a ton, I mean a ton of power lines around, because honestly, those radars take so much power. So anyway, I got one radar powered up, and I'm not exactly sure if they like... Holy crap, my monitor shut off, that scared me. So I'm not entirely sure what the radars actually do, like if they expand more area over time. So then I actually started researching, I finally got nuclear stuff properly researched. Or it's in the way of being researched. So then, I started getting some stuff ready to produce the, not nuclear, the military science packs, because that's like the next thing in line that I need to be researched. So I just started stealing coal and iron from the other dudes, from the other little line thingies. And then I accidentally got some research stuff stuck on my underground belts, which wasn't good, because research can't go into that. And so I started getting coal and iron going so I can make grenades, because you need to build grenades to make the military science pack, if you didn't know. So then, I needed the, like, high damage pew-pew magazine. So first I had to make normal pew-pew magazines, and then I had to take the reinforced iron bars, I'm just gonna call them that. I don't actually know what they're called. If they're called that, then, like, that's good. So anyway, I built conveyors up to the production place. And then here I started, getting some stone, because I had to actually make some walls for these science packs. So that's what I did here. I just got one singular furnace going that built stone bricks. And I got some fuel going to it. And then I upgraded it to the tier 2 furnace or whatever it is. So then I got a auto wall builder going. So actually this is the end of the video, and can you guess what I have in my hand? It's a subscribe button. You should do that. You should subscribe, I know, right?